welcome. This is Evening Star Tarot, and today we're going to be doing a collective reading for the Leo zodiac sign. Now, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates and what does not, but this is typically collective readings are for those that do come across this video that most urgently need to hear what Spirit has to say. Okay, now first and foremost, over here we have the significating cards in terms of the Leo with clarification cards. We have past, present, and future. We have spiritual cards, which really just clarify and amplify the spiritual reasoning behind what your path is, what's going on, the message that Spirit needs to give. And we have overarching cards in the upper left hand corners, and then we have our advice cards at the end that we're going to go through. So Leo, first and foremost, the energy that I'm feeling. Okay, well, Battle of the Minds is the first thing that I'm getting for the Leo collective. Battle of the Minds. I'm getting that there is a lot of, heavy energy on the thoughts over here. I'm seeing that there's some walking away from what doesn't serve you. I see that there's some not able to sleep well at night, some insomnia, anxiety. There's also some in the collective are also looking at possibilities, thinking of what to manifest, how to change their lives in terms of what changes they would like to make. Spirit is saying, like, at the end of reviewing, at the end of judging yourself or going through this cycle that you're going through, because I feel like you're going through a cycle. Some Leos are going, what's happening is some Leos are going through the end of a cycle and they're coming through. But this end of the cycle will happen when you become this Queen of Swords energy here, which is talking about when you yourself decide it's time to move to that next level. There's also this Ace of Pentacles here is clarified by the Judgment that's telling me that after you reach that next level, after you choose to turn the page, that is when new, insightful information such as financial prosperity is going to come your way. I feel like it's in terms of financial gains. There's also, I feel like that in terms of your own self-development, what you want to manifest. There's a lot of thinking about what you want to manifest. And so Spirit is saying basically, like, the urgent message is once you turn that page, you're about to see some changes, some real things coming your way. There's a lot of overthinking energy here. Okay, keep facing your true north, meaning you're already doing it, meaning you're on the right path. This path that you're on is important. This is necessary for your growth. It's divine orchestration helpers in the subtle realms. You are definitely on a path towards becoming the best version of yourself. You're meant to help uplift those around you, friends, family. There's a reason why you're here, okay? If you're questioning what your purpose here is in this world, you are meant to be a light for others. And it's time to recognize that what your power is. That's another huge theme, is to claim back your power over the things that are in the past, because I have a strong feeling that the past still has a hold over your present. You go first, the universe will catch you. This is requiring you to take a leap of faith in terms of anything that you undergo, in terms of trying and turning a new leaf. I feel like you're being asked to turn over a new leaf with yourself. Starting new regimens, starting new ways of being, starting new ways of looking at things and how you react to situations is huge. In your past, of course, you've been juggling a lot of responsibilities. And in terms of that, you were going forward. You know, I feel like it was more of like, no, I don't want to say, it was more of a disorganized, like in terms of like how you handle your responsibilities, there's no rhyme or reason to them in the past. And you are struggling with that balance. I feel like there was a lot of struggle with the balancing of your responsibilities. And in your present, I feel like there's a moving forward energy from something perhaps in your past that you were having difficulties with. I do feel like there's a fluid movement. Like you can see both the 10 and the 6 moving forward with their backs turned to whatever transition time. This is talking about burden, hard work, stress, procrastination, exhaustion. So yeah, you're trying to move on. Maybe perhaps there was a situation in terms of, you know, your family life, your environment, whatever, but you're having to move forward in terms of what's been weighing on you. Perhaps you're trying to leave a situation behind, and even trying to leave behind a job or whatever that may be that's putting a lot of weight on you. And it's definitely a difficult transition. It's something that you're going to have to leave behind past emotional baggage in order to move forward successfully. I also feel like this resonates with the ancestral patterns. I feel like you're having a difficult time in your present to move past your past. Basically, there's a lot of difficulty in that in your present here. And the warrior woman comes out. This is came out, which is crazy. In another reading that I did for, I believe it was for the Cancer Collective, where the Queen of Swords had came out with this exact card, Warrior Woman. It means cutting through the BS. It's cutting through the lies. It's cutting through that negative self-talk and recognizing the truth of a situation and claiming your truth, claiming, you know, your right to have what's best for you. That's what this warrior woman energy is about. In the future here, it's talking about obstacles, arguments, competition, tension, disagreements, avoiding conflict, scattered, agreeing to disagree, passive, resolved problems. This is, I'm doing this because I feel like it's not necessarily in the upright. I feel like it's in the reversed. Anyways, I had to stop the video for a second. Okay, so this here is talking about award, victory, confidence, progress, success, popularity, public recognition. Like I said, I feel like that card's in the reversed in terms of that you're going to be successful in overcoming your conflicts as soon as you become this warrior woman here. As soon as you begin to turn that new leaf for yourself, you're going to be able to overcome a lot of the situations that you feel externally have been too much. My goodness, all this like distraction, my gosh. Anyways, sorry. Upper right hand corner, talking about that card right there. It talks about past life, past relationships, childhood. Really, this is a time when you're turning over that new leaf, is you're releasing what no longer aligns with where you want to go, okay? Because you want to get to a space where there's peace, because you feel like there's been a lot of, you know, problems, obstacles coming your way, especially with others. And I feel like you want to get to a place where, you know, you don't have to deal with the stress of just the day-to-day. I feel like you're just having a lot of weight on you about conflicts with others, conflicts with those you love, conflicts with just your work environments, just your environment in general. And I feel like as soon as you begin to turn that new leaf for yourself, you'll begin to drop the things that no longer fit in with where you're heading. Break ancestral patterns, the most hugest thing, the most underlying common theme that I've seen in my readings with the collective is generational trauma, the releasing of trauma, period, acknowledging the trauma. So I feel like you acknowledge that there is trauma. I feel like you know that there's trauma there. You know that it's sitting and it's weighing on you and it's something that you have to deal with. But you're wondering how you can deal with it. And some are wondering what's the next step? Like, how are you going to now turn this new leaf? Well, here's what Spirit's saying. Food. Are you eating healthy? Okay. Are you taking care of your mind and body? Are you exercising? Because it's very important what you digest, right? What you're digesting is very, very important. What are you feeding yourself in terms of your mind, right? Are you telling yourself that when you're down, are you beating yourself down more? Like, what are you telling yourself in the moments that you are feeling down? Are you allowing and paying attention and turning towards your body and how your body's reacting to your thoughts? Are you being conscious of how you're speaking to yourself, how you're treating yourself, how you're showing up outside to others? There's play here. Are you doing things that feed your soul or provide joy for you? Are you doing things that are inviting a sense of joy, fun, laughter? Are you doing those things? And what are those things that will bring that for you? Are you thinking about that? Are you thinking about those things? Here we have morning rituals. Like I said earlier, I just talked about that. In the mornings, I will take time to tune into myself to set high vibrational rituals that will help me lead a good day. I pay attention to the morning habits that don't serve me and change them for ones that do. That was what I talked about earlier. I talked about rituals. I talked about basically setting up new habits for yourself, new ways or something new that's refreshing, like cleaning your space, doing something that will bring you a sense of release, that you can release your trauma, or not even just release your trauma, are you creating a space for yourself that is light, so that when you come home at the end of the day, you can just relax and sink in to a place that's free of all the negativity, free of all the weight that you carry? Are you creating those things you could do it in the morning, you can do it in the evening, create evening rituals for yourself, taking bubble baths, doing whatever that may be. What will bring you a sense of joy and peace? Edge of greatness. The universe is opening doors for me, bringing opportunities my way. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. Queen of Swords is staring at judgment. Queen of Swords is staring at this judgment card like, I'm going to attack my fears head on because I'm confident and sure enough of where I'm going. I know what I deserve. And then once that happens, greatness comes. That's when new opportunities come. That's when new things arrive. That's when things change for me. I know I'm going to get this Ace of Pentacles. I know I'm going to get, what I deserve. I'm going to attract more for myself because I chose to handle my life review, like what I'm looking at. It's basically your guys are going through a life review at this present moment. You're going through a life review and you're looking at, okay, how far I've come and where do I now want to go, right? And how am I best going to align myself to open up to new opportunities, new financial opportunities, nonetheless? And then this last card, loving friends. I surround myself with people who inspire me and grow together with me. My friends raise me up and hold me to the best that I can be. I am loved unconditionally and supported throughout my journey. I release old friendships which may be toxic or keeping me stagnant. Pay attention to your circle. Who is limiting your growth? That's very important, because this is also talking about the future and the conflicts here, because you're going to become victorious of the conflicts here when you choose to walk away from it. Okay, when you choose to walk away from the conflict and the toxicity of those that do not align with where you're going. So you need to also pay attention to who you're surrounding yourself around. Are you surrounding yourself around people who do not have toxic that have toxic ways of being? Are you surrounding yourself around people who do not have the best interest for you? Are you surrounding yourself around people who are like-minded and want to go the direction that you want to go? Are you doing that? Because again, it's your environment that's going to help shape where you're going to go. It's the food you eat. It's how you talk to yourself. It's how you treat yourself. It's how you focus on how you navigate life. What are you doing on your day-to-day? What are you doing when you're walking outside that door? What are you going to do for yourself? How are you talking to yourself? Do you recognize how you're reacting to situations? What else? And are you too afraid to take a risk? Do you like to be comfortable? And another very high theme that's important through my collective readings is you have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, because that is when true power as a human lies. True power as a human lies when we be comfortable with the uncomfortable, when we choose to acknowledge and find ways to confront our issues, our pain in different ways. Rather than, like, for example, let's say you have something rising in you, jealousy. Okay, you see something and it's because it was triggered because, X, Y, and Z did this to me before. So now I'm going to just immediately think that they are doing wrong in that moment. Let me tell you another way you could handle that. Oh, I'm feeling jealous right now. And I know it's coming from a place of distrust. I'm not trusting this person right now. So should I, make him feel like crap in this moment because I feel like crap? Or should I find a way to let go of this feeling that I'm having, to allow it to just pass? Has he or she done anything in this present moment that literally shows that they are doing wrong? Or is it more of an act that they're doing triggers a similar act that happened in the past, so therefore they must be doing wrong? But you don't know that, right? It's really about relinquishing and letting go of control sometimes, and allowing the universe to just show it to you. Sometimes you just have to be like, okay, I'll just let the universe show me the truth. I can't control it. I can't control what they're going to do. I can control if they are doing it. I'm just deceiving myself with the thoughts that I'm thinking, which is up in there in that left-hand corner. That means deceit, self-deceit, self-sabotage at times. Could also mean that people, if it was clarifying somebody or an individual, it could mean deceit, but it's really about you at this point in time. So it's self-deception. So it's really about learning to stop deceiving yourself. Stop deceiving yourself. Relinquish, let go of control. You're not getting hurt in this moment, is what I'm saying. You're not hurt anymore. You're not that person that kept getting hurt in the past anymore. You're now turning a new leaf, and you're going to react and accept the moments when someone does hurt me. You're going to accept it differently now. That is when you'll become victorious. That is when you won't see conflict anymore. That is when you're going to have more control over you because you said so. Your trauma, your past, your parents' trauma, the actions of that person will no longer affect you to such a degree anymore because you became this warrior woman. Right? You will cut anything down that keeps you from your peace, from your joy, from what you deserve. Right? So Spirit overall is saying to turn over that new leaf. Allow that for yourself. What doesn't align with you? And take that leap. Take that leap of change. I feel like there's also a fear of change here. Take that leap. Change. You've been given so many opportunities to manifest. I'm looking here. You've been given so many opportunities to turn a new leaf. What are you doing with them? Are you letting them pass you by? Why? What are you telling yourself in those moments? It's time to become more self-aware so you can unlearn those negative thought patterns. That is pretty much all that I have. I believe that I said everything that I needed to say. But you definitely are a light to this world. There's a reason and a purpose behind being here. You're meant to help uplift others, to show others that they have power as well within themselves. Just like you. You are powerful. And you are supposed to transmute pain to something that will help your growth, something that will create beauty. You're meant to transmute pain into beauty. All right. That's all that I have for you, Leo Collective. I hope if this resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you did and you liked it. All right. Many blessings to you. One love. Namaste.